Everyone is here, dog. We got Sherlock Holmes. We got the Phantom of the Opera. We even got Victor freaking Frankenstein in today's episode of Exhausted Reviews. When I'm exhausted, I make reviews. And I just got done watching Undead Murder Farce, episode 5. So let's just jump right into it because first off, we meet the man, the myth, the legend, the Phantom of the Opera. Bro immediately pulls up, kidnapped, tied to a chair, and the reveal is just hilarious here. They show the mask, they show his face markings, and the dude is like, yeah, you lived in Paris, you were an unparalleled terror, and you can sing. You're the Phantom of the Opera. And it's kind of hilarious too. He said, I stole you, bro. So bro literally stole the Phantom of the Opera, kidnapped him, and a jewel, because he needs help with a heist. And who is this? But none other than it's literally the Phantom Thief, Arsene Lupin, the guy who, yes, Arsene, the guy who inspired the Persona character of the main character Joker, as Arsene Lupin, the Phantom Thief, the original Phantom Thief. So the Phantom Thief and the Phantom of the Opera are teaming up. 2 phantoms, 1 diamond, the penultimate night. And that's honestly kind of an incredible setup. I love these stories because any other story, these could be like full on mystical monster world, but they're just little sub arcs in this world where literary characters exist. Like we're gonna see a couple more literary characters. I mean, I already mentioned Sherlock Holmes, who we meet after this scene of them trying to get the client list of the guys who make canes with the emblem, the letters engraved on them. They show them on the wall, but that one's got an R. They're obviously looking for the M cane, so of course they want to steal his client list. And while they're running from the cops, they literally run into this dude who starts deducing them. He's checking out the notebook they have. He starts like scoping them out, bro. He's checking her out, bro. He's doing his whole I love how they're presenting him doing his whole little Sherlock bit of him checking every little detail, and I'm able to deduce things by my knowledge, so I can deduce by the large wrapped phallic object around your back that you'll probably have a weapon. And I can deduce that since there's a voice, there are 3 voices, you're not talking, there's clearly a head in the birdcage. It's elementary, my dear Watson. So bro says get Inspector Lestrade, who's also in Sherlock Holmes. And this dude is like, yeah, everyone knows Inspector Lestrade. So then they start having a little chat, and they're talking to these 2 other criminals that are in the back of the car. They get arrested. They literally get arrested, and they start deducing their way through this guy's entire life story and how they ended up there. It was because they were stealing shit. He's like, how can you tell? It's like, well, it's because their fingernails are red. All you do is. But she said it because her fingernails are red. And boy pulls up, he said, it must have been some kind of ceramic because this sawdust had to do with fingernails. But nobody would put glass inside of a bag. So these 2 are having a real mega mind off. It looks like I wasn't joking back in like episode 1 when she mentioned Sherlock Holmes here. I had no idea that was actual foreshadowing. That's honestly kind of hilarious. So fictional characters are just real now in the show. So we really gotta wonder who is who. So the guy who did Lupin sent a warning out because he's the Phantom Thief, and they always send calling cards, as anybody who played Persona knows. And while the guy was doing the newspaper, bro literally realizes that he's sitting next to Sherlock Holmes. It's kind of funny, and he's like, well, this is my friend Watson, and I'm the birdcage user that your boss has hired us your boss hired us. So what the heck are we doing here? So bro literally has them pull off into another, somewhere else. And then they meet 2 people. These guys are apparently related to some of our fellow villains coming up. So we got some Victorian era villains to look forward to. Kind of look like vampires. But yes, the police come through, they pull up. It's honestly kind of an ingenious way to get them in there, is to have them there like prisoners arrest. People won't think they're important. So this guy is in there. Where is he? Is he standing amongst the crowd? I saw the Phantom Thief, but where is he? Oh, I think he's right up front by the bars. No, he's not in this shot. So where the heck is he? Where is the... Because this man right here, it looks like he's in the crowd too. Okay, so the Phantom of the Opera is in the crowd with a face mask. With his face covering up his... His face is covered. What am I trying to say? This guy right here, he's like a real face. I got a scar on my face. Hey, I'm ashamed of the way I look. I'm a freak. Hey, I was born looking like a freak. I'm gonna die acting like a freak. I'm gonna fuck like a freak. That's what's up. All right. So yeah, we ended up with the guy whose house this is, and you guys aren't gonna believe this, but the owner of this big ass mansion museum is the guy from Around the World in 80 Days, which that's just so funny that there's so many literary references in the show that don't go unnoticed. So my boy Phantom went to check out the opera. Now he's linking back up with Lupin. They're really in this together. Dude really said, you know, you caught me, so I'm gonna work for you now. And bro, I love the shot they do because they have him just in the reflection of it, still carrying out the scene. They really snap at the presentation of this show. I am telling you, guys, this is one of the most well put together shows ever. Everything is so thoughtful. I want to start making stuff like this. It's just amazing. So I don't want to read just everything verbatim because I'm a little tired today. You know, this do be exhausted reviews where I do be exhausted before my reviews. So yeah, they're trying to guard this diamond. The note says they're going to do it from 11 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. That's just something to note for sure for later. But yeah, it's they're trying to close. They said to close off the moat. They want to add some security personnel. It's all really cool stuff. But then we realize they're sending in 2 people from the Voice Agency, which is something basically Monster Hunter insurance. So they send this racist dude who's literally just racist and classist. He's like, bro, I don't even want to shake your hand because that would dirty my club. And this is our hot tan girl of the show. She kind of has poodle hair. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. She literally has like poodle dog hair. Maybe she's a dog of the military. But yeah, they get to see the diamond. They go down to this room. It's a really, really far dive. They've got a bunch of guards guarding it. The door needs like 3 separate like keys just to open it. It needs like 4 people to open. The thing is in a silver box and it has a code on it with like a freaking fidget spinner on it and a bunch of dials and like buttons. Yo, there's a lot going on to open this. And it's made entirely of silver too. And they get into the lore of that too. It's because this thing was made by actual dwarves. And dawn is red, the dawn of his blood, the sunset is purple. There's a wolf inside of me. So the diamond, it's somehow linked to a war between dwarves and werewolves, which I just think is hilarious. I never thought I would be talking about a show where with dwarven, Lyconian war blood diamonds. There's literally blood diamonds in the show from dwarves, and y'all know dwarves were meant to have a technology, so they made a pure diamond, an unbreakable diamond, and lock it in a cage of pure silver. Honestly, kind of hard. And then, bro, so that chick from earlier, I think she's a vampire. She's literally drinking blood. So those two are definitely vampires. That's probably Dracula and freaking his wife, Lisa Teresh. I don't know who the guy in the red is, but that dude is Victor. He's clearly Victor Frankenstein. So I'm not sure how he is making. Who are these people he is making? Is this guy making like literary classic characters? Is that what his deal is? So yeah, they're talking about ways to get in. They know it's a vent. I have a feeling the vent is going to be important. He said it's really narrow and hard to get in, but still, you can never be too sure. With all the weird magic stuff that's going on with these people, I wouldn't trust anyone. Honestly, I wouldn't trust anyone to not be just like in my jams, bro. They're about to use some weird magic shit on me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Some weird fantasy horror gobbledygook. And this guy is whispering in his ear, freaking, we'll do everything according to plan, don't mess this up. The freaking, church members, they're being all weird and sussy. Or is that Sherlock? You can never tell these days. Everyone's kind of acting a little sussy. So she says, what's the plan, bro? He's like, dude, what's the plan? She says, your hint is Goemon Ishikawa, which is like, what the heck? another Persona character that's Yusuke's Persona. And then he does the Goemon face, which I know that's like a thing in like Japanese kabuki, but I don't know enough about kabuki to know what is going on here. Who is Yashimane Suwa? I don't know, guys. Let me know who Goemon is in the comments down below, because I am so confused. I wish I had read the little blurb about Persona, him and Persona, with Yusuke's Persona being Goemon. Another name reference, dog. The Persona references in this show are insane. But yeah, please someone give me a quick rundown on Goemon and leave a like if you like this video. That would be great, you know? And if you like this anime, I'm gonna keep watching it, so don't even worry about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.